You, what's up? Looking big sexy today. You, not me. Just kidding. It's me. But you too, maybe. I'm not gonna judge. Maybe you're looking big sexy. I don't care. If you are, congratulations. You probably are. And I'm just look in the mirror and be like, I'm big sexy. And if you do that and you smile for 5 seconds while saying it, you might feel better about yourself. It's probably just the fact you were smiling for 5 seconds, but take my advice and you might reinforce some positive things in your mind. Maybe you never know. You never know. Just kidding. Anyways, how are y'all doing on a subjective level? Because objectively, life is dog shit, beyond crap. It's horrible. That's why I'm day drinking. Because I don't have any weed. Life is pain. But for all the non-day drinkers out there, how is life on a subjective level? Yum yum yum. What will the weather be like later today?
Today's forecast for Ashwaubenon is 82 degrees with scattered thunderstorms.
Okay, so I'm done reading for an hour and a half. Yo, howdy, Spirit Oyster. How's it going? On a subjective level, of course. Objectively, life is beyond terrible. It is hell itself. But on a subjective level, how it going? Not literal hell. There's no God. God killed itself. But when it comes down to it, how's it going? How's it going? It's raining out. I'm enjoying the kind of warm, cool air. A little bit of humidity. It's going bad. I need to visit my doctor with mom, 2 cities away. Oh shit. Is it because something to do with you, or is it something more to do with your mother? And if it's something to do with your mother, I mean, I guess that blows, but not as bad as were you my home slice number because you are potentially a good person and parents are breeders. Breeders, I don't know, man. How to be the nicest way to say it is like, something to do with me. Okay, good and bad at the same time. At least it's not someone else's concern because emotionally speaking, people typically have more distress when it's someone that they care for that's going through a lot of shit rather than themselves. I don't know about for you, but for me, it's just that way. And yeah, I mean, I'm sorry you're going through something though. I mean, that's rough. I'm doing okay on a subjective level, but yeah, life still sucks. So, hmm. It's raining today. Hopefully, the rain will go away in like an hour or two. That way, I can go to the farmer's market. Life sucks ass indeed. Indeed, it does, my dude. But some good things have happened lately for me, potentially getting laid, having a threesome, shit like that, all potentials. Nah, no guarantees, but there are potentials. So life sucks, but at least there's some illusory positive things. Completely illusionary. Nothing real positive going on. There's no real net good. But there's illusions, and illusions, I'll take them when I can get them. I am eating um expired Alfredo noodles and expired mashed potatoes. You may be like, why are you eating expired stuff, Brant? And I'm gonna be like, that's because I'm a scrapitarian, and when the family starts having food that expires, I start eating it. Even if it's not vegan. So that's what I'm doing. I'm eating the expired things. It's truly brilliant, just scrapitarianism, eating expired food. You're better than the washing machine. Yeah, man. I'll take it. Just got someone watching guilt free. Zephyr M says guilt free. I'm guessing that is the guy that's called Promortalism originally, because it looks like his profile picture. But yeah, guilt free. Why have any guilt if you're eating something that's expired? I mean, it's gonna be thrown away. You may as well just eat it. Dishwasher, I meant. Oh yeah, I'm better than dishwasher. Basically, just like yeah, it's gonna be thrown away. Just fucking eat the expired shit. Who needs a trash can? Who needs a dishwasher? You got the brand. So. And I got my Dr. Pepper mixed with root beer, mixed with Everclear, because I'm a healthy individual and I'm day drinking. You must be really hungry, huh? I'm a little hungry. Given that I already ate like a whole entire, I mean, it's like probably a good 1,000 calories right here. I've already consumed like 1,000 calories today, I guess. So you could say I'm a little bit hungry. I basically don't get hungry and then I get hungry all at once. So like I don't eat very much and then I'll get hungry all at once and then I eat till I'm full or no longer hungry, one of the two, depending on the mood I'm in. Right now I'm eating till I'm full, but earlier I just ate till I was like no longer hungry. Now I'm just gonna eat till I'm full, like I'm packed full, and I'm just gonna not eat anything for like 6 hours. So and I'm gonna probably have more Alfredo noodles later tonight because why not? There's still a bunch of expired ones. Might have bean burgers actually for dinner. For dinner, I'm having bean burgers. Fuck it. It's what it sounds like, my dude. Let's like take beans and then like it's like soybeans and shit and like a couple other things, spices, and it's kind of like compact them together in like a little burger shape. It takes a couple minutes to fry them because it's beans, so it's not like raw meat, so you don't actually need to really like cook it. It's more just like heating it up, I guess. But yeah, you just like fry it on a pan or on a grill or in a microwave, whatever you want. Then just slap it on a bun and you got yourself a burger, basically. I mean, it tastes a little bit different than an actual burger, but it still tastes pretty good. Has similar levels of protein and nutrients, and that's what I care about is just nutrients and protein. So not as good tasting as a normal burger, but quite nice. Last night I had an Impossible Burger, which tasted amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I love Impossible Burgers. Impossible Burgers taste just like actual burgers, if not a little bit better, because they have like less grease in them. It's just like meat. Well, not meat. It's fake it's plant meat. So it's like plant fake stuff that's supposed to represent meat and taste like meat. But it doesn't have any like grease really. It doesn't really have much fat on it or anything. So it's like just a yeah, I make chickpea burgers like that. Yeah, chickpea burgers are pretty good. They don't taste very good, but they're good at the same time. Like they don't taste bad, and they taste like well enough that I'm willing to eat them. So I like chickpea burgers. They're good. Do 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 do. Okay. Chickpeas, rolled oats, walnut seasoning, a bit of flour to make it. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll have to look up I'll have to look up something like that. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of that little recipe you just put there, and then I'm gonna look up a recipe it's similar to that, and I'll make some chickpea burger sometime, homemade style. If it's cheaper than the stores, then I'll just start making that all the time. So, 'cause I like cooking. Cooking's kind of fun. It's like relaxing, I guess. You are the truth I choose to bend myself around. You are the reason I got started and the reason I put it down. You are the truth I choose to bend myself around. You are the truth I choose to bend myself around. Bump, 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 bump. Alrighty. One moment, I'm just talking to my mom, so I have my mic muted. Apologies, just talking to my mom. I'll be talking again in like 1 minute. Yo yo. So how's it going, Kane? If you're still here. Not a subjective level, of course. This life's kind of dog shit. My vape was made in China. What? Fine. You in trouble? No. I was just talking about my mom about my job interview today. She was like, "How did it go?" And I was like, "It went good, but I'm no longer going to go to the Domino's interview because, frankly, one of my friends works at Domino's at the location I was going to apply for, and he was like, "Yo, actually, I'm pretty much quitting because they're hiring way too many drivers, and when you hire more drivers, it kind of cuts the pay of those drivers that are currently on because supply and demand, supply is staying the same. Sorry, the demand's staying the same, but the supply is increasing, aka the drivers, and so more supply equal demand, you're gonna get less cost essentially, aka less pay. So yeah, basically, I'm just kind of like, screw Domino's. I'm not even going to bother going into Domino's today. But the interview at Hy-Vee went good, I think. I'm pretty sure I got that job in the bag. But who knows? Not me. I'm not God yet. Maybe someday I'll slay God and take his place. Just kidding. But yeah, I gotta. You didn't live stream last night? Hey, no, I did live stream last night at 4 in the morning. Yeah, you didn't expect that. I live streamed at like 4 a.m. to like 6 a.m. and then I went back to sleep. But yeah, when I was out partying slash doing stuff around town with my friends for a little bit, and then yeah, I was just tired, so I was just like, I'm going to sleep. Oh geez, yeah. It was a pretty good night. It was like pre-game before I even went out there, so I was just like having a good time. But yeah, it was a fun 4th of July. I'm not really patriotic, but it was a fun 4th of July. I will eat my own ass. Fuck you, Domino's Pizza. Thanks. I love this shirt and I love this little necklace. It's great. It reminds me of when I was Christian. But yeah, these pineapples are fucking awesome. I'm doing pretty good. Basically, the job interview today is probably going to work out pretty fine. Not sure if I'm going to accept that job if they offer it to me, just because I do have another job interview this Friday for Bell and Health as a security guard. So who really knows? If I get offered that job, 100% doing that over working at a grocery store. So pretty good, Jamie. Pretty good. On a subjective level, because objectively, life is beyond dog shit. I hate this world. I hate this. As a subject, I'm like, wow, I'm okay. But as like a being who can suffer, I'm like, ah. Is it raining? It is raining. Rain, rain, go away. Come again, some other day. But yeah, it's raining out. I'm just sitting underneath the canopy, so I'm all good. Rain's kind of nice. It's a little bit aesthetic. It makes me think of sad things, though. My best friend Shamira used to like to sit outside in the rain and just like watch it and listen to it. It was like one of her favorite things to do. I never really understood the aesthetic of rain, but now I do, I guess. I can appreciate it. A little pitter patter, it's kind of relaxing. Took me a while to appreciate the rain, but hey, I appreciate it now, Shamira. Hey, if you're in the afterlife looking at me, just know that I appreciate some things more than I used to. Hey, I like the rain. Awesome, Kane. The rain's aesthetic. It has like a little drippity drip aesthetic to it, man. It's nice. But the goddamn rain is gonna be making it so I can't go to the fucking farmer's market if it keeps going like this. And that's kind of annoying. Because I want to do some protesting later, and I don't really want to be sitting in the rain, getting my sign all fucking covered in water and shit. But I mean, to be fair, it's kind of plastic. It's like a plastic sign. I got like a high quality one. It's probably good. Hmm. I don't really know. Either way, as long as the farmers market's open today, I'm gonna show up. So it's kind of like yeesh though. I don't want to stand out there. It's annoying enough as it is standing out in the at the farmer's market, just watching people walk by me, just looking at my sign, giving me like little like sneers and shit, just like that. And it's just like, yeah, I'm good. It's like I don't want to get sneered at while covered in water from God's piss. I'm good. But hey, to each their own. I'm gonna make do. If I have to get covered in, if I have to get golden showered by God, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it for activism. You're like, It's not golden shower though. It's just a shower, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. But if it's just raining gold, I'll be happy." Day drinking is fun, but toxic as fuck. Is it bad that I've been drinking too much lately? Probably too much. I mean, it's not too much. Yeah, it's too much. I mean, like I've already cleared like probably like a sixth that bottle of Everclear. You drinking alcohol again? Yes, I am, Kane. I've been drinking alcohol like every day for like the last like a week practically. Yeah, I think I've been drinking. I've been basically drunk every day for like the last week. I've been basically drunk every single day since the fucking psych ward. I mean, that's what sent me into the psych ward is drinking, and then I got out of the psych ward, and I'm just like, it makes me feel emotions though. It makes me feel emotions. Like when I get high, I feel emotions, and when I get drunk, I feel emotions on different level. It's like a different kind of emotions. Like when I get high, I get like emotions. It's more like empathy. It's like a deep empathetic sense of like emotions. And then when I get drunk, I feel like a mixture of like sad and happiness. So it's like weird. It's like alcohol makes my emotions like become more strong, and then weed makes like me pull into more emotions from the outside in. So I like drugs. Drugs are nice. But at the same time, they also make me like do dumb shit if I'm not watching myself. So now though I watch myself, I make sure not to do stupid shit. I'm not gonna do stupid shit like I did 2 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago. That was not smart of me, and yeah. Moral of the story is don't get off your antipsychotics and then do not one up yourself by doing an even dumber thing, which is being like, what if I'm not on my antipsychotics and I start drinking? Because that's a good way for your major depressive disorder to just be like, "Ah," and just like go sickle mode on you, just one tap you. That's basically what happened to me a couple weeks ago. Ran out my antipsychotics and then I was drinking and then it just kind of spiraled out of control. But drinking by itself ain't too bad for me. I don't get majorly depressed from drinking. It was just my antipsychotics, I think, that were just majorly fucking me up. The fact that I wasn't on them for like a day or two. I wasn't on them 2 days, maybe it was three. But either way, more of the story was if you're on antipsychotics, take your antipsychotics, okay? Do not suddenly quit your antipsychotics. If you want to quit your antipsychotics, talk to your doctor about leaning yourself off of them. Don't do what I did and just be like, well, what if I just ran out of my antipsychotics and just, didn't be a responsible person and get my antipsychotics ahead of time before they ran out? Because I didn't do that, and they ran out of antipsychotics, and they went and it was like, oh shit, I have none. I'll get them tomorrow. And I went there the next day, and there was like, hey, we're actually closing. And I'm like, I probably should have went a little bit earlier. Am I right? And they're like, yeah, you probably should have. And I'm like, shit. And then next day I ended up picking up my antipsychotics, but it wasn't gonna take until 11. And yeah, by the time I hit 11, I was already attempting suicide. So more of the story is, yeah, you don't want to be on antipsychotics and then stopping on antipsychotics. It's a good way to fuck up your headspace. probably don't even go into antipsychotics if you don't need them. I mean, honestly, if a knife at your own throat, you may as well not take antipsychotics for major depressive disorder. You may as well just deal with it by yourself. But if you need to, be smart. Don't get off your drugs. Advice from Brant Gill. You are the truth I choose to bend myself around. Bump, 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 bump. Feeling good, eating ass the way I should. Bump, bump. I'm just bopping, but my life is dropping down, 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 down. Just making up a song. I don't actually, it's not an actual song. I'm just singing. Sometimes you just gotta sing because you can sing, even though you don't know what you're singing. I'm gonna call that song "Down, Down, Down," and it's just 3 lines, and that's it. That's it. You have 3 lines. Boom, done. Boom, boom, boom. Feel good though. The rain's kind of dying down, which means it might stop here in half an hour or so. Which means live streaming at the farmers market. Hey, hey. Well, I might actually live stream. I might just go there today. I should plug my phone in. Be right back. We. We. You know, it started raining even harder. It's like I just want to go to the farmer's market. It's 3:04. Farmer's market starts at 3. But it's just downpouring, man. Hmm. Maybe you could buy some stuff there. I probably could buy a lot of vegan stuff there, but I never really buy anything when I go to the farmer's market. I just protest. I just do my vegan and antinatalism activism and stuff like that. Mainly antinatalism activism. People come up to me and ask me about like why I believe what I believe and what are the nuances of it. Then I get into veganism a little bit also because I'm like, oh, I don't think anybody should bring and sentient things into existence, people or animals. So there's implications like against farming, but also against just all classes of people reproducing. Nothing classist going on here. So you don't have to explain all that stuff and all that, but unfortunately most people don't actually approach me, so I don't really get to explain it. Most of the time it's just people like look at my sign and just give me a look and then they walk away and I'm like, okay then be mean to me, I guess. But that's just how it be. It's the way of the world. Would you rescue an animal if you were on your own? Depends what you mean by rescue an animal. If you mean like put it out of its misery, then yes, I would kill the animal. And I consider that rescuing the animal. Because I consider rescuing in the traditional sense a prolonging of suffering. But if I was on my own in the wild or something, would I kill the animal? Yeah. Would I then eat the animal? Yes. But no. But would I take it as a pet? Why the hell would I take it as a pet? That's just allowing it to. I mean, one, it's probably illegal. Two, it's just prolonging its suffering. I mean, if you know, it'll have minor as Buddhists say, all of life is discomfort. All life is suffering. Life is inherently dissatisfaction, and due to the fact that life is inherently dissatisfaction to its core, I mean, no matter what you provide for that animal, it's going to have some level of dissatisfaction. So why would you impose that dissatisfaction on its future self when you can just eliminate it from suffering at all? To love it and care for it, love is silly. I only love things I respect. I don't have love, not even for my cat Marco. I like my cat Marco quite a bit. He's a good pet, but that's it. He's a pet. He's basically like an entertainment device, a slave of sorts. He's like a slave that I find affection for. That's about it. But when it comes down to it, I don't respect Marco. It's a cat. There's nothing to. So, well, do I care for Marco? Yes. Do I care for Marco? Yes. Do I love Marco? No. It's just a cat. It's a entertainment device. But well, devices in like biological device because we're all programmed little bio machines. So, but when it comes down to it, I'm not gonna increase the suffering of any little bio machines if I don't have to. Marco is an exception because I adopted him before I was like fully ethicist and really thinking of things. And you need to love him. Why do I need to love him? Marco is just fine without my emotional love. I display love, and I don't feel love. If anybody asked me if anybody looked at me around my cat, they would be like, "Oh, you clearly love your cat," and I would be like, "No, I don't. I don't even love my parents. I don't love anybody. The only person I've ever loved or felt any remote sense of love killed themselves, and even then, I don't even know sometimes. So when it comes down to it, you don't need love. You just need to have affection, responsibility, and cognitive empathy for things, and cognitive care. If you can cognitively care for something, then that's all that matters. So that's the way I look at it, at least. Cognitive love is more important than affective love. Being able to understand something and be like, I care for it because it cares for me, that's cool. Being like, I genuinely feel affection for you, and being like, I would take a bullet to save my cat's life. I love it. It's such a great animal. No, fuck that. Marco could take a bullet for me any day. I'm not taking a bullet for Marco. What does Marco do for me? It's a cat. It doesn't do shit for shat for me other than like be cute and stuff. So, what does Marco do for the world? Absolutely fucking nothing. What do I do for the world? I prevent suffering. I try to convince people not to reproduce. I try to convince people not to buy animal products. I try to convince people to hunt and fish and prevent wildlife suffering, I do a lot of good for the world. Cat just eats meat that I provide for him. So, I'm just saying, man, it's like, can I really say I love something if I'm willing to let it suffer for no reason other than my own entertainment? Not really. I can't say that. There's people that I truly love or care for. Listen of one, I'm willing to hurt them for their own good. Marco, I'm not willing to hurt Marco, even if it's for his own good. So, when it comes down to it, love is doing the hard thing. I bet if you took a lie detector, it would prove otherwise. No, man. 100% not. You could lie detect me all day. One, lie detectors are false. You can get a lie detection result from a plant or a rock or anything, basically. But even if that were a valid thing, the lie detectors go off what you believe is the truth, not what's the actual truth. And I believe what I'm saying is the truth. I don't believe that I genuinely care for Marco outside of in a love way. I believe like I'll say like, "Oh, I love you, Marco," and stuff like that because it's just a little thing that everybody does. Everybody says they love their pets, and so it's just like the most valid associated word for the feeling. But I don't necessarily think I love Marco. Like I could strangle a mofo to death, and like how can one do something like that to someone they love? They can't. So moral story is I don't have love. I just have affection and like a acknowledgement of reality, which is it's a slave. It's an entertainment device. It's a biological organism. You would cry if he died. No, I wouldn't cry if he died. Marco literally almost died a week ago, and I didn't cry. So, well, not a week ago, like 2 weeks ago. He was literally almost dead in the hospital, and was I crying? No, not at all. Most people would be like, "My pet's dying," and I'm just like, "Death is not bad for the one who dies." So, of course, I brought him to the hospital. Well, my parents did for me because I was hospitalized myself. But when it comes down to it, you know, do I have affection for things? Yes. And do I have the ability to feel deep sadness and cry for the death of a cat? Maybe. Probably not. I cried when my best friend died, but as because she was literally tortured pretty much her entire fucking life. I mean, if she would have killed herself because of logical reasons, I would have been like, still saddened, but I probably wouldn't have cried. But yeah, when it comes down to it, it would be just a mercy for a cat to be killed. I mean, honestly, or put down or to die. I mean, either way, whatever terminology you want to put it, it's just a mercy. So I wouldn't have a reason to cry, given it would be for the best. And given the fact that it's just an animal that I don't necessarily think has gone through much of anything that's worth continuing on or subtracting. It's not like I mean, it's not like it's gone through like a tremendous amount of pain or anything like that. It's just a cat. It goes through minor discomforts just like all other animals do, and it's not like it does a tremendous amount of pleasure. It's like it's sure it lives a nice, comfy life, but it's not like it's anything like that compensates for the discomfort in any way. There's nothing that can really do that. So it's just like I don't know the way I look at it. It's just like it's not like it provides any ultimate good in the world like Shmiro did. So Shmiro objectively was a good person who did a lot of good in the world for a lot of people and a lot of animals. Mark was just like hat. So that's the way I look at it. It's brutal, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I choose to bend myself around. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Why is it raining so fucking much? Why is it raining? I mean, at least it didn't rain yesterday. Yesterday was the 4th of July, so I mean, that would have sucked if it rained yesterday. But I mean, it sucks that it's raining today because I'd rather have not gone out. Yesterday we just went to bars. I mean, like we can be inside for bars. Wednesday's farmers market. I have to be outside for farmers market. It's kind of bullshit, man. Curse you, God. Just kidding. Bring an umbrella, maybe. I might need to. Honestly. Can you all hear the rain or no? No, that's fair. It's coming down though. I already got my sock wet because there's like fucking water slowly leaking towards my feet, and I'm like, God damn it. What's up, numb nuts? Hey, that's a little mean. I'm gonna have to kiss you on the lips for that. But yeah, when it comes down to it, nothing much is going on, my dude. We're just hanging out here in the rain underneath the canopy. So, gonna go to the farmer's market a little bit later. Hopefully, it'll stop raining. But what am I looking at? Just looking at the rain, my dude. Sometimes just enjoy the weather. Just the aesthetic. It blows. Yo, man, what's going on? I enjoy bashing my hole off your beak till it snaps off. The fuck does that even mean? This man wants to erode his vagina. You're not in prison? You are in prison? Really? No? Well, lovely day out. Don't know what the fuck. I enjoy bashing my hole off your beak till it snaps off. Well, yeah, this man has very much enjoyment of the luxuries of life. Creepy indeed, Kane. Creepy indeed. I mean, there's a bunch of fucking weirdos in the world, but when it comes down to it, he can be a weirdo as much as he wants because, you know, I'm weirder than him either way. Like, I'd probably like hack his mom's head off or something. So, like, when it comes down to it, Djax here can be a little weirdo and say he's gonna bash his hole on my beak until it snaps off, whatever the hell that means. But you know, either way, I'm still weirder than he is, so I take no offense. He can be a little weirdo. He can be a little creep if he wants to be. Tequila chicken. Oh, the rain's kind of dying down, y'all. I think we're good. Yo, this is good news, y'all. I think the rain's dead. Okay. Right now, it looks like it's just pretty much stuff dripping off the roofs and shit. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna low key put on some new socks because these ones I accidentally stepped in some water on, and now I hate myself. But we're gonna go to the farmer's market. We're gonna get groovy. We're gonna fucking make people's days worse and hopefully change some minds.
Basically,